Morning guys, welcome back, hope you're okay. Today is going to be a boring day. I'm boxing in the diesel heater, which I've already started, and also underneath the rear seats is where the heating's going to be coming out of. So I'm going to be making a box underneath the seats for the output. And while I've got the seats out, I'm going to build the toy storage section for the kids, because it goes behind the seats. So while they're out, get that done. And while I'm at that as well, I might as well continue with where the bunk beds go across to the wall. I wanted a bit of storage in there, so I might try and get that done as well. So as I say, it's a boring day today, but it's got to be done. So I might as well get it out of the way with, I suppose. So with the diesel heater, what I've done is I've built a plywood box. I put some battens across the front, either side, and then the box slid over, and I've screwed it into the battens purely because then I was able to carpet all of the box and then literally just screw into the bottom. Just got to put them in a bit more. I've just had to take it back out, so I'll screw them in so you can't see them. So that side, 1, 2 on show. So yeah, I've got that done. Along the plywood, I put some foil tape around the edge, just so the heat in any way doesn't affect the plywood. It shouldn't do anyway because it's decent ducting, and I've even put some around the ducting as well. I don't need to, but it's just nice to be able to. One of the main reasons for the boxing was because the seats come along here, and this is where my kids will be having their feet and stuff like that, so I didn't really want them catching their feet on the diesel heater or on any cables or anything. So at least now they can stand on this. It's held my weight as well, so at least now safe and secure. Here now I need to do some sort of boxing in. Started cutting because I think I might fit it on an angle. I don't know yet, I haven't got a clue. This is where the toy section will be. Comes out quite far, to be fair. I think it's about 30 wide and by about 40 high. So need to tape that up as well before I forget. Then yeah, this is where the bunk beds go in. So I need to carpet all this as well. Another shelf needs to come in here. Carpet all the top part as well, just so it looks all tidy and not all messy wood on show. So yeah, all good fun. Morning guys, back in the van today. It's the 2nd of January. Gonna start painting all the walls and stuff today, get that done, and also along the edge here and all around the edge here. I'm going to be putting the full edge stretch carpet on, just so that starts taking more shape at the back. I've done the shelving in for where the bunk beds are going. I've made a few little shelves, but because I'm going to carpet around the outside, I need to do the painting first before I can put that in. Come in this morning and it is minus 1.5 degrees, so I left my can in here overnight, so this is nice and cold. So just open that now. Also got me varnish in front of the diesel heater, so that's getting it nice and warm. I did box in the diesel heater, and I've also underneath here, that is where the diesel heater is. So, but yeah, so all good. Nice cold day. The van is now getting warm. It's snowing. It's a lovely day. but I plan on getting all the cladding painted today, carpet around the metal frames done. So yeah, hopefully it'll start taking a bit more shape. So I've now painted the walls, well, stained them, and now I'm starting to put the carpet around the edges. Put it down there already. I've also got to run it along the top there and also along there as well. Got to do it around the side door as well. My original plan, I was going to do the doors with it, but I'm not that keen on the carpet, to be fair. The actual finish of it, I don't really want it much in the van. So because I've got it, and I don't know how to finish off the edges, I'm just going to use it up on them areas. So it has gone on quite decent, to be fair. Not too bad. And if you are doing the carpet as well, make sure you do use the high temperature spray adhesive. Most sets it comes with the carpet anyway. I think I ordered a 5x2 metre piece, and it come with 5 of these, and I think I've only used 2 at the moment, and I've boxed in my diesel heater, my fan, in the bulkhead cupboard. I've done all around the side, and I've still got loads left, and I've only used 2 of these, so it does actually go quite far. So I'm going to start doing that side now. What I've done is I've already sprayed the back of the carpet. Make sure you spray the right side because they are quite similar. On the lighter grey one it is anyway. I know when I started doing a bit of the bulkhead, I just got carried away and started spraying, and I sprayed the wrong side. So make sure you spray the right side. These are not as potent as some. I know as a floor layer I use a lot of spray, and these ones are a lot better compared to the carpet sprays. So, but yeah, definitely need to use these ones because of high temperature. It might be worth as well along the edges of like your wood or your trim, put some tape down so you don't get spray going anywhere else. I haven't bothered that because I'm used to using it for work, so it ain't too bad. Plus I'm being lazy. I'm using the back of some scissors to push in along all the different crevices and stuff. That helps. I find it easier the back of the knife, push it and run it down gradually and then just keep pushing it in. I find it easier that way. That's that side done now. Yeah, as I said in the video when I put the cladding on the walls, where the cladding ended I left a couple of mil to allow for the carpet to slot behind as well, plus also to allow for expansion on the wood when it gets hot. So I've managed to tuck it behind. So nice tidy finish. As I say, I'm not a fan of the carpet, but on areas like this where you can't really do much with the van, it's a nicer finish than having just metal. So I'm happy with that. Managed to tuck it all down the back of the seal as well. So all good. And now the top part. Before using this, I do recommend opening your doors and possibly wearing a mask. It didn't feel that potent when I first started, but after doing the two parts and I sprayed the top part, I could feel it. So read the back and get a sensible adult to tell you what to do. Probably would recommend putting the carpet and stuff on before you build your cupboards. It'd be a lot easier. So I've had to stop doing the toy section because I'm really low on carpet. So I started doing that. I didn't originally plan to do above the bulkhead along the doors and stuff in the carpet, and I'll show you in a bit. I've also done the fronts of the bases of the sofas, so I wasn't planning on doing them. So I'm running low, so I need to make sure I've got enough to do the brackets of the beds and also the frame along the wall where the brackets go onto, because I don't want to run out, and that there I need to cover it because with all the wood on show it doesn't really look the best. So I need to get that done, and it is freezing, but because I need to keep opening the door to get along the edge, I can't even have the heating on. There's no point. As soon as I open that door, all the heat's going to go out. So I just got to suck it up and go for it. But yeah, I've literally stretched it all the way around all the woodwork. So it is nice stuff. I do actually recommend the carpet. I'll show you the other areas that I've done in a bit on the plywood areas, but I do recommend the carpet. It is nice stuff, and I got mine from Harris Trim Supplies Limited. I got mine on eBay. It is a good set. It was £58 for what was it now? 5 by 2 metre, so 10 square metres, and with that you get the correct amount of high temperature spray adhesive. Some sites they don't sell the spray adhesive with it, but you do need it. it can be expensive depending on where you go. Spray adhesive can be like £5–6 a tin for decent stuff. So you are better off getting it with the set, because then you get the exact amount of spray that you need. So I do recommend Harry String Supplies. Fantastic, nice kit. It comes really quick as well, so I'm happy to use them, and in future I will be staying with them and using them again, so I do recommend them. So, but yeah, now it feels like Christmas again, wrapping up one of those annoying presents. As you can see, there's loads. It's like a block of Tetris. And I hope these younger ones are not saying what's Tetris. But yeah, so I'm going around to that now. I've already done the top one. I've done that one once after I'd done the back door section, but I had to stop. The spray had kind of got to me a little bit, so I was literally just hacking away, and just, it looked good at the time, so I've had to tidy up a few of the areas. But I do recommend wearing a mask and ventilating when you're using the spray. So, but yeah, get this done today. And if you're not confident with a Stanley knife, that it is easy enough just to cut with scissors, just bog standard scissors. It's cutting through it. So if you are a bit unsure or not confident with a Stanley knife, because it is easy to slip, and trust me, I've seen many accidents over the years with a Stanley knife. But yeah, standard scissors are fine. Cut straight through it like paper. So when you are doing the stretch carpet, if you're overlapping, if you're wrapping something around, say like this for instance, and you need to put a join, your best bet is to overlap the two. So you've got two flaps, so you'd flap them both over like that, and you'd cut down both of them. Use a sharp blade, and just put a lot of pressure on it and cut through the two, and then when you peel it back, you get a nice smooth finish where you wouldn't see where the join is. So just take your time and it'll work. Have a little practice first. Just get, say, 2 bits of waste like that, just overlap them. So just overlap them and just cut through the two, and then lift it up, take the bit out from underneath, put them down, and then just run the end over. Simple. always make sure you just take any bits of hard glue that are on the nozzle. I just sprayed my seat. So yeah, be careful because you'll get spray everywhere. I'm having to do little bits, so where I've got little cutouts, you can't see it, where I've got little cutouts here, I'm having to add little filler bits in there and stuff like that. Not really what I wanted to do. It is more time consuming, but will still look tidy. So there we go. So both brackets are now carpeted. Taking them both off, they're all done. Yeah, so now I've got to cover the support for the brackets. I put the screws back in the holes so I can cut around them, so I know where the holes are for the bracket. Makes it so much easier. So yeah, I've cut that piece now, so spray that and get that fitted. So there we go. A lot tidier now. Much better. And what I'll do is along the back of here and here I'll put a clasp, so when it closes down it stops it from rattling. But yeah, the four-way stretch carpet was a lot easier than I thought doing that, so I'm happy and it's a hell of a lot tidier now, so all good. Yeah, stretch carpet on the back of the toilet cubicle. So now I've done the carpet on the the brackets over there. I'm now adding a bit of carpet to the legs on the bunk beds, well, the arms, whichever way you want to call them. I just thought I'd show you an easy way of carpeting tricky areas, because something like this you couldn't really do it in one piece without cutting it. So I just thought I'd do a quick explanation of how I've done it, so it might help. It might make it even more confusing for you, so I do apologise. But yeah, I'll show you now how I'm going to do it. Basically, I'm going to cut along here, so this piece is loose, and that'll flap up and do this side and across here. This side here will come up and across. Then I'll cut through the two. This side here will come up there. Then I'll cut down here. That'll flap across, and it will do the top and also down here. This tape here, it's just because the bracket that I put on was a bit uneven, so I've smoothed it out with a bit of tape. That's not how I've secured it at all, so that's just literally just to cover the bracket, just so it looks smoother. It's fine. So yeah, I'll quickly do that now. So both areas have been sprayed now. Just let it dry for a bit. The trick is to make sure that you let it dry, because if you try and put it on wet, it's not going to stick, and all you're going to do is peel off any wet sections. So you're better off just letting it dry, even if you have to blow on it, anything just to dry it quicker if you're impatient. But yeah, you need to let it dry fully. So I've done that first cut, and now I'm pulling that one piece around. Just cut the waste off that because I don't need it anyway. So now I've pulled that little flap up this end and I've cut it down. So now I can pull the other side up and across. Bring that back slightly, I can see where it needs to go to. Make a little mark. Now I can wrap that one down as well. And then when you're cutting through two together, make sure you've got a sharp blade and you do put pressure on it, because the last thing you want is continuous cuts and you're cutting in different areas, because when you peel it back you'll have it short and it'll be all over the place. So try and do one sharp cut on it. At the moment it's it's looking a bit of a mess. Then bring the last flap up, fold it over, And I'm going to cut through the two, so I need to make sure I put pressure on it. Just be careful. You might find it easier to use like a little straight edge of some sort. Then you protect your fingers and keep a nice straight line. Might make it a bit easier. Downside to this stretch carpet is once you cut through the two, when you're pulling it back around tight, it might stretch a bit. So just be careful you don't stretch it too much after you've cut it, because otherwise you're gonna have to cut it again. So, but that's the join there. Make sure I'm cutting the right one. Slightly overlapping a little bit there. I'll just trim that down. I'm just cutting all the excess off now from where I've rolled it round. Trying to keep it all tight. So I'm just taking my time on this now because my hands are that cold. I'm struggling to hold the knife because it's that cold in here. So just taking my time because the last thing I want to do is slip. There we go. One sock done, looking tidy, all good. It's overlapping a little bit, so I'll trim that back. But yeah, also with the spray, you need, if it's things like the walls and stuff like that, you need to make sure that you use high temperature, because otherwise it's not going to stay stuck when the van gets hot. So I do recommend the high temperature spray. Also as well, on my page yesterday, somebody asked me if it was too cold to spray the carpet in the van, because they were being told that you have to wait until it's warm and stuff like that. No, it's still sticking. All mine's sticking really well. Even at work, I'm a floor layer by trade, and years ago we used to do all the communal flats and stuff like that in winter time. So it was like -2 degrees and we were spraying vinyl in them temperatures. So it's not too cold. Obviously it'll make it easier if it is warmer, but you can still spray carpet when it's cold. It's glue. Unless this has actually physically frozen, it will stick. Just make sure you spray both sides, let it dry, and once they bond, they'll be stuck. So you haven't got to worry about heating a van up or waiting till the summer to do your spray. You can do it in temperatures. It is now, it's 2 degrees in this van now, so, and that's just stuck perfectly as you just seen. So please don't be worried that you have to wait until the summer to do your van. It's fine. It's not a problem. Right, I'll get the rest of these done now, so then I can finish off the bed section. And my plan today was to start doing the drawers and stuff on the kitchen, but I think that's going to be next weekend now. I don't think I'm going to get that done today. Been a bit lazy, started a bit later, so yeah. Oh well, I'll get the rest of these done now. So the carpet areas are all done now. I've carpeted the shelves as well, and gone across the arms of the beds, so that's all done. Still need to do that one. I've run out of spray, so I need to order another tin of spray for that. Someone did mention as well, can you still get out the side door when the beds are up? And yes, there's plenty of room there. So there's plenty of room to get in and out. All good. So that now is everything carpeted. As I say, I do recommend it now, and I highly recommend Harrison Trim Supplies Limited, which you can find on eBay. It does give a nice finish. I'm really happy, considering how bad all the wood was together on that section. It's turned out really nice. I'm really impressed with that, to be fair. So I will put a link on the Facebook page, and also in the comments section. I'll put a link on there as well. But really happy with the carpet. It's turned out much better than I thought. So all good.